Hi, so welcome back to another video. We're gonna be breaking down basically a bunch of fucking trades for you guys. I'm gonna walk you through what's been going on in my trading recently, just basically a full breakdown. A quick overview is that I've been a break even for about 50 trades. Break even on a funded account. Well, it's stage one of a 70k funded FTMO account, and we've been break even for about 50 trades. And that's due to a lot of mistakes that I've made, and I've also been refining the strategy over that period of time. But unfortunately, we've recently been on quite a big losing streak, and I say a losing streak because I know this strategy works. It just hasn't been working out recently, and so up until about 10 trades ago, we were about break even. And matter of fact, if I had actually just taken one trade, we would have been back in profit. But I hesitated on that trade. I didn't take the trade. And then ever since that trade, I've had about 10 downhill trades. And I wouldn't blame that on my psychology. I know maybe one or two trades have not been great, but a lot of them have been still really good trades in my eyes. And unfortunately, they've just been a lot of losses. So we're down near 6% on the account. Um, and I'm just going to basically run you through what's been going on in my trading, and how this challenge has been going. So, yeah, simply put, we're just looking at the charts right now. But yeah, you should be able to see my Google Sheets document right now. This is basically where I track everything, and I'm going to run you through my 70k FTMO challenge. I'm going to run you through a couple of other things that I've got going on, and so you guys can see behind the scenes of someone that's trying to become a profitable trader. And we are very, very close to doing so. It just needs refinement here and there, and that's all it takes, turning up every day. So, a quick rundown. Now this looks pretty healthy, right? Until down here when we've taken a series of losses, and a few things I want to talk about is I've got my optimal column, which basically I rate my trade between a C and an A star of how optimal it is, and you can see that I took a not all trades are optimal, but I have been taking good trades A and A star setups recently. I did take a B setup the other day. But that's okay because all of my behavior was really, really good. And I also have a confidence column, which I kind of log my confidence before a trade, just so I can have a measure of my confidence before a trade. If I have low confidence and I take the trade, that's my fault because I shouldn't be taking trades I don't have confidence in. And I'll break that down a bit more in a minute. So you've got the wins and losses column. We also have the specific entry pattern. So is it Asia? Is it London? Is it New York or London closed sessions, which are being swept, certain points of liquidity that I'm looking at. Um, and then we've also got the entry time frame, we've got the risk to reward. The trend and the direction of the trade must be aligned. If they're not, it will be my fault for taking the trade because I shouldn't be trading against the trend. We've also got what I'm targeting. So we've got buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity, equal highs, equal lows, fair value gaps, but I don't think that's on there. Here we've got fair value gaps, which I don't really use for a target. And then what session we've taken the trade in, along with a bunch of screenshots for every single trade. And then I also have this column where I talk about how I feel before the trade, which I don't always fill out. I'll admit I should probably continue to make sure I fill it out all the time. I've got mid trade thoughts, so any thoughts I have during the trade, I can track them here. And then post trade thoughts. Um, this is where I basically will write my errors, what I did right, what I did wrong, what I could have done better, and all of that stuff. And we've also got this risk column where I just track the risk. But I also have this column called fault, right? And currently we are filtering out of this sheets by fault. So if I take off all the filters, you see a lot more losses here, right? And that's because of my errors in my own trading. So if I have an undecided trend or unclear trend and I take a trade, it's obviously going to be my fault. If I take a trade outside of a session time, I'm only allowed to trade within the sessions. That'll be unacceptable time, so that'll be my fault if I take a trade and win or lose. It's still my fault. Also, if I take a trade with low confidence, or I take a if I take a trade with low confidence, a 1 minute trade or a trade that doesn't even fit my strategy, that obviously my fault. 1 minute I don't like to trade. It's just not very clear for me. So you can see here a lot of errors on my part in this early strategy, in this early challenge. I mean, and so slowly I've been getting better at not making those errors and trying to take the best trades possible. As you can see down here, I obviously still did make some mistakes here, but it's not the end of the world. I'm still getting better at mastering myself and my emotions. Um, but yeah, as you can see, you know, even up until this break even trade right here. So let's see, up until that break even trade, I was still at break even. So you can see how many losses I've taken compared to the wins, and you can see that I was still at a break even stage in my trading. I was very close to break even actually. If I had taken this trade, which I'll pull up here, um, if I had taken this trade here when it loads, I would have been in profit on the account. Unfortunately, I didn't take the trade. I hesitated. That's the wrong tab. And after that, I've been on a bit of a losing streak, and it's, I didn't really anticipate to have a losing streak like this, but it is what it is. I'm quite comfortable with taking losses, as you can see. And so, what I've been doing to combat this losing streak and to make sure that I'm not losing and going on tilt and basically losing my mind is I've been backtesting a lot. So, I've been backtesting on FX replay, and honestly, it seems to be that I still need to refine my own trading, my psychology, and the most optimal trades, but that's just part of the process. Here's a list of trades that I didn't take on the account, which in hindsight I should have taken. Um, and that's just due to some why I didn't take the trade, lack of confidence and stuff. And I like to track a lot of details. I also have this column here where I track trades that I didn't take on my 70k FTMO account. Not all of these I think I would have taken, but a lot of these great ones I should have taken, and really that would be down to a lack of confidence. I seem to be in a bit of a pattern of taking a trade that's not good and then missing a trade that is good, probably because the trade that was not good, not my confidence. And so that's basically my tracking at the moment. This is my 70k FTMO challenge, and I'll show you it here. Yeah, as you can see, this is what my trading has been looking like recently on the account. So this was when we took that break even trade, and if we had taken it, we would have been up here in profit. And as you can see, we've been on a bit of a downward spiral here. When I took this trade right here, and you can see me now, hopefully, um, when I was losing less than 2%, or I had a different risk management strategy there than I did here. And that was when I took a loss, I halved the risk. And when I took a W, I will double the risk. So that's why my losing streaks were very, very low compared to right now, because at this stage, I did switch up my risk management strategy, which is probably not a good thing. It actually looks much better over here, and it would probably be much more shallow over here had I not switched it up. But the risk management strategy here was half the risk after every loss up until minus 0.25, and then consistently risk that. And if I make, and then I'll stop increasing the risk at 2%, I think it was. Anyway, over here, my risk strategy change, which was put simply and quickly, if we were at break even, then we risk 0.75%. Anything below 2%, we risk 0.5%. And then I didn't have anything for below, maybe 4 or 5%. But now I got to negative 5%, and I'm started risking 0.25, which I probably should have done sooner, but it is what it is. And then anything above 2% on the account, then we can risk 1%. So that might be a bit of a mouthful, or a bit hard to understand, but that was the risk management strategy, which I really need to stay consistent at. But as you can see, I don't want to give away any details down here, but this is what's going on. Down 5.88%, 95% consistency scores. So you can see my trading is very consistent. It's just not profitable at the moment. We've been trading for 48 days. The most I've lost in a day is 1.8, 1 point. 08. And let's see, I don't want to give away any details down here. Yeah, so you can see at the moment, um, average profit 448, average loss 247, risk to reward 1.81. That's probably because of break even. I never closed trades out early, so that's probably due to break even trades. Because sometimes the break even will be just a little bit above, so it's still like profitable. But anyway, you can see the number of trades I've taken 63 over a period of 48 days. About 8 months, boys. I've been doing this account now. My win rate is pretty low, and I think that is something I need to work on, and is why I'm trying to master A, A and A plus setups and my psychology and all that. All in all, I think the strategy definitely needs some refinement. My emotional side of things, that definitely needs some refinement as well, because I do make mistakes such as losing confidence in a trade after taking a loss, getting too carried away after a win. What other things can I identify? Um, yeah, it's mainly just also not wanting to be wrong in a trade, especially after being on a bit of a losing streak, um, or not wanting to take a trade that is not perfect. And I know not all trades can be perfect, um, but I tend to avoid a trade that will not seem perfect but still be good enough to take, and then I'll not take any or win, and then I'll take one that I think is great and it'll lose, and that messes with my psychology. Anyway, that's basically a quick roundup of what's been going on in my trading recently, so you can see what trading kind of looks like from the perspective of a break-even trader at the moment. And I think we're going to be profitable very soon. I just need to lock in even more. I've been refining my strategy. I've been back testing it. Um, I've been tracking it. I do need to go through my notes and reread all of my notes and just like iron out some kinks and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully you guys found that useful. That's what I'm doing as a trader that's trying to become a profitable trader. The reality is, guys, a lot of the time you are battling with yourself as a trader, emotionally. Um, a lot of psychology, that side of things, especially when you lose a lot, which will happen to most people. And I'll be honest, guys, losing a lot in the beginning is better for you than winning, because you learn from your losses, but from your wins, you build an ego. And people that will win a lot in the beginning stages tend to fall off or give up trading as soon as it gets hard. Whereas for me, it's been pretty difficult ever since the very beginning, and I've not given up for the past 3+ years. Um, and we're slowly getting there. And I think we're at the last hurdle now. I need to refine a little bit more on the strategy. I need to work on my psychology a little bit more and continually back test and practice and um, do all that. So yeah, hopefully that video helps you guys. That's a realistic insight of what a trader looks like, or a trader's journey looks like. And obviously, if you want to follow me, I'm going to basically be tracking my journey to profitability. And I have an online business, so that's my trading page. Oh, there's a little thumbs up on the screen. Anyway, yeah, I've got a trading account as well on Instagram where I sell digital products, and I do motivation and trading content on there just as a little side hustle. So obviously, if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to stick around on this business entrepreneur trading journey with me, obviously subscribe. If not, I don't care. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.